I want to talk about whether it's possible to learn audio production from online resources, or do you have to go to school? In this video, we're gonna talk about standard education model, so going to school, learning on a job, and learning from online resources. So I wanna answer a few questions with you. One is, would I do it in the same way if I, went back and had choice? Two, was it all worth it? And three, which part of my education and my journey was most helpful to me in my professional life? And before we move on, I want to split music education and audio production education into separate sort of boxes, because in my view both require a slightly different approach. Let's start with a standard education model. So school, a college, university, or private tutor, so that kind of thing. When it comes to learning about music, general musicianship, composition, writing, I think that standard education is most valuable. When I was a kid, after my normal school ended, I had to attend music school. 4 years of learning the piano, as well as choir, rhythmics, music theory, and so on. After that, I've done 2 years on guitar with a tutor, and even now I attend 30-minute sessions weekly with a piano tutor. All of that helped me to become a better musician. Now, I'm not saying you cannot do it on your own, you can, but I think, at least what I found, is that being around other musicians and mentors is just incredibly helpful and help you to develop knowledge and skills in that musicianship that we were talking about. And let's not forget about accountability. When you go to school, music school, you have your exams, you've got your grades. They're there, so they make sure that you practice, because we know how difficult it is to practice on an instrument regularly. Just like with everything, with music, you learn by doing it. You learn by writing, by composing, by practicing. However, what I found is that if you just do it on your own, then it's very easy to fall into similar patterns, habits, riffs, or licks, or themes that you kind of always go to because they feel comfortable. Learning about new styles and music theory and stuff just helps to expand that vocabulary. Alright, so to sum up, when it comes to musicianship and music composition, I think going to school or hiring a tutor is helpful, then supplementing your knowledge with online courses, videos, and books, and then of course practicing and writing. I think that's the most helpful. If we talk about audio production, I have a different opinion. I have a degree in sound technology, and that was 3 years at the university. Then I done a supplementary year at Audio Academy, Music Academy, for audio production. And of course, I learned on the job and supplemented with online courses, etc. When we talk about my degree in sound technology, I don't think it was worth it, unfortunately. It did not prepare me to finding a job or working professionally in the field. And that's why, after I done this 3 years, I thought I'm still kind of lacking. That's why I forked out from my own pocket to supplement my degree and go to that extra 1 year at this private school. The other school was much better because we were taught by professionals who were actually working in the industry. The curriculum was much better. We had access to like SSL desks and other equipment. We could experiment, we could record. It was good, it was better. Before getting that job at the movie studio, I've done stuff like setting up sound and lighting at nightclubs, set up sound at music festival, helped to build independent recording studios. But it wasn't until I got that job at the movie studio as a dialogue editor, which it made me. I learned editing, I learned QC, fundamentals of sound, networks, how to connect theaters. And that was the real school where I developed pretty much all of my skills. Learning from the best people, most talented people in the industry. All of that prepped me for when I left that job and then moved into podcasting. When I left that job at the movie studio, I was a good editor, dialogue editor, but I haven't done much mixing, I haven't done mastering. My work on podcasts required that, and then music composition came into play later on. All of that I had to learn from online resources, videos, books, courses, and just learning by doing. But it was my years at the movie studio that prepped me for that. I knew how to learn, I knew what to learn, I just got on with it. How would I go about learning it if I could go back and do it all over again? I try to get some work experience, get an internship, be in a place where professionals work and learn from them. I would not worry about getting a fancy degree or going to school. I would supplement my knowledge from online resources, books, videos, courses. And then maybe, just maybe, if I thought, okay, that's the career I want to pursue, I would go to one of these specialized schools and do a course in like audio production or whatever. Definitely not 3 years, more like 3 or 6 months. There's plenty of places around. That's my view of the state of things at the minute. And if you ask me to rate my skills, I would say I'm a very good dialogue editor. I'm okay at music composition, especially when we're talking like background scores for podcasts. Average on piano and guitar, okay at mixing and mastering. So as you can see, the skills that I rate the highest is what I learned at the job, at the movie studio. There's a lot of reason why you want to go to uni, not just to finish it and then get a job. And I do understand that. But if you want to work in a creative field, and that could be podcasting, that could be music, that could be video, that could be, I don't know, design or something, the path is not straight. You have to make your own path. It can mean, okay, getting that degree, but also it can mean just starting early with your internships and then doing online courses and reading books and just doing it. That's just my thoughts on the subject. I hope you found it interesting. I want to make this video because if I knew at least a little bit of that before I applied to universities and was thinking about, my future, my professional future, it would be helpful at that time. Just a quick update. I want to announce that I will be starting master's degree this September. This will be in composition, and the reason is that for the last few years, as I start composing and writing music for Casefile, and now Casefile Presents, I noticed gaps in my skills, in my knowledge. I was doing a lot of online courses, especially from ThinkSpace Education, and I'll show you that. So these are online courses I was doing: orchestration, harmony, theory, how to score movies, etc. But still, I knew I want to go more in depth, especially with orchestral writing. Weighing pros and cons, I've decided, okay, I'll give it a go, taking as a challenge, and I've applied and got in to study this course, Professional Media Composition from ThinkSpace. It's an online course I'll be doing part-time. It offers flexibility. It's taught that by media professionals. And really, it's just a intense course on composition, on prepping modern media composers for work, etc. Now, how I'll find time on top of all that work to do that, I don't know. But I'm excited to start this journey, and I will be sharing information on how the course is going, and I'll also do the review of the other online courses. Thanks for watching. What I want to say is never stop learning. It's never too late to improve yourself, to learn new things, to get passionate about something. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later.